Hello everyone, welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic. Today is May the 4th and Star Wars Day, and we are updating our launcher here. I have resubscribed, so I figured I would take this time to talk about the benefits of subscribing and all that. But first I thought we might as well just go over the patch notes and kind of the highlights. So to begin with, we have the new feature of the Eternal Championships, and that's just going to be like an arena thing. It sounds pretty cool. We'll have to check that out. Also, Relics of the Gree is back, and Bounty Week. I've never really done Bounty Week, so maybe we'll check that out. And Gree, definitely we will be there this weekend. Hopefully find some good PvP as well. After that, if you were affected by the legendary status thing, looks like you can get that back. Got some new cartel market items, some like bug fixes and balancing and stuff, and the old level 9 vendor has been updated with new adaptive moddable gear sets, so that might be something worth looking at. And the Odessa Proving Grounds occurs less frequently, and everything's kind of back to normal with war zones. So pretty much that's kind of the highlights as far as I was concerned of things worth looking at and what's coming up. So we will go ahead and let this finish patching and talk about subscribing. So the your account is divided into three kind of sections. There's the free to play, which is you've never paid anything, you're just there for the ride and having fun. There's preferred, which means that at one point in your account's lifetime, you have given the money, be it subscribed once or bought cartel coins or something like that. So that is here. Once you achieve preferred, you never go back to free to play. And then you have subscribing, which is you're actively paying every month for a subscription. So story content, everyone gets all of that, though not really. Free to play, you can only go to level 50. Once you subscribe, you can go up and play the new expansions to level 65. So while they describe story content as 1 to 50, really there's more story content after that, so keep that in mind. If you hit level 50 as a free-to-play, you might want to consider subscribing it and unlocking the expansions. Sprinting, pretty much everyone gets that. Getting it at level 10 is not really a big deal. Fleet Pass, everyone gets that, just kind of different cooldowns. Crew skills, you only get 1 as a free-to-play, which is kind of a big deal, and then 2 as a preferred. So you can get around these with buying the unlocks off the GTN, which can be quite pricey at times, but you can get around them, so not a terribly huge deal. Game login, I guess that's queues, but we don't really have queues anymore, at least on Bergman Colony. Cargo hold, again, just buying stuff and expanding it. So like on the bottom corner of the inventory, as a free-to-play or preferred, you cannot expand your inventory without cartel coins, whereas as a subscriber you can get that big massive inventory for free. Or not for free, but in-game credits, Credit cap, this is the big one. As a preferred, it's capped at 350,000, and free-to-play is 200,000. And as a subscriber, you can have as many credits as you can earn. That's one to keep in mind near in-game, really. It doesn't have a huge effect, but if you want like that cool armor set or something off the GTN, you might want to enlist a subscriber friend to help you out. Chat, this one is hugely annoying, whether you're a subscriber, preferred, or free-to-play, because free-to-play can only use like general chat once every 45 seconds or something, and kind of the same for preferred. It says here that full general chat functions, however I'm pretty sure as a preferred I can only talk like once every 30 seconds or something, which as a subscriber is really annoying when you're trying to have a conversation with one of these two, and is really annoying as one of these two as well trying to have a conversation. Not much you can do about that though. Mail, you can send credits and items as a subscriber, 1 item at a time as a preferred, and nothing. You can just send text as a free-to-play, which is a little annoying, but again, there are ways to get around that, like using the GTN and whatnot. It's a pain in the butt, takes a lot longer, and will lose you a bit more money, but you can do it. Secure trading, this one's also annoying. Free-to-play cannot directly trade, and level 10 onwards, that's not a big deal, so everyone else can trade. And again, well, actually, I don't think you can unlock that, so that might be one you might want to hit preferred status for. GTN, this is just how many items you can list. Obviously, it's more for the subscribers, and then just kind of decreases. You can get around this with, again, more unlocks that you can buy off the GTN. Specialization, cost more, not a big deal. Character creation, you're limited to character slots and like your species and whatnot. Character slots are extremely expensive now, so this one is a big deal because you are likely not going to be able to buy more character slots with the credit cap as a free-to-play. And operations, this is also a big deal. You can only do operations as a subscriber unless you buy a ridiculously overpriced operations pass as a free-to-play or preferred player. War zones, you are only limited to 5, but if you queue group with a subscriber, then you're golden. And same with flashpoints. It says full rewards. You can still do the flashpoints, but like your rewards or something is limited. Space missions, I get the feeling this is about the same as the war zones, so I'm not entirely sure, as I've never really done them. Inventory, this is expanding your inventory and whatnot. You can do it with credits as a subscriber. As preferred and free to play, you need to use cartel coins. Quick travel will be your cooldown. Mounts is like what level you get your mount to, like when you can use it. Not a big deal, but it's a perk for the subscribers, as it should be. But as a free to play and preferred, you still get it just a little bit later. Reviving, this one is kind of a pain, but again, not a big deal. Just don't die. Subscribers get the medical probe things where you can revive in the field. The rest of us, we got to go to the med centers. Not a terrible, not something to go cry over. Item equipping this one's a huge deal. Once you hit level 50 and above, you can't equip artifact items as these two unless you buy the unlock. This unlock again is also extremely expensive, so you might want to subscribe and purchase that unlock as a subscriber in case you go back to being free to play or something. That being said, if you've already equipped artifact gear as a subscriber, you can still wear that gear as a preferred player if you lose your subscription, but you cannot equip more gear. Commendations cap, not really sure. I don't think this applies anymore. This was an old thing where you could only earn so many commendations or data crystals, I think is what they are called now, per week. However, I believe they have gotten rid of this. Excuse me. Guild subscribers are only allowed to, or subscribers are basically being a guild leader. Everyone can join guilds, everyone can make a guild, but guilds that are led by subscribers have some nicer perks. Vendors, stuff is more expensive if you're not paying them. So Warzone PvP vendors are more Warzone comms, things cost more credits. Not a big deal. Experience rate, subscribers gain insane experience. So if you want to level quickly, be a subscriber. I personally suggest not rushing through the game and enjoying the journey. So not a big deal to me, but it depends on the person. Gaining Valor is also much easier as a subscriber, and along with that, you can only queue solo ranked war zones as a subscriber as well. You can still queue group ranked if you meet the requirements as a preferred, or I guess not free to play because you can't hit the level cap at free to play. But as a preferred, you can queue group ranked but not solo ranked. And I bring this up because ranked gives you Valor at a much higher rate than normal war zones do. Quick bars, this is how many quick bars you can have. You can get around this with unlocks, event rewards and whatnot. Kind of a little iffy there. If you want really cool stuff, then maybe you should subscribe. I've never really run into anything that I can't purchase though. Granted, I have a lot of unlocks like the artifact gear and whatnot, but I've never had an issue with event rewards, so not really sure what this is about. Yeah, so it looks like that might be referring to artifact equipment, maybe. Removing mods, it just costs more. Not a big deal. Credits are pretty easy to make, especially when you get to end game when you're dealing more with mods as well. When you're just leveling, then you can replace your mods and destroy them. Not worry about the cost to remove them. Augment slots cost a lot more as a preferred and free to play. By a lot more, I mean like 10 grand each, which is like 200 grand for, a full set or something, but not a terribly big deal. Customer service, you don't get it if you're not paying. And along with that, posting on the forums, you don't get if you're not paying. So there's that. You know, I think everything is pretty balanced except for the chat and maybe the war zones. I feel like that shouldn't be restricted, but everything else you can really, get around by just playing the game. It looks like we are almost there on the update, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Yeah, anything else I may have missed? I mean, I pretty much went through the whole list, but pretty much everything, if you just search the GTN for unlocks, you can get around it. Or if you queue with a subscriber, you can get around it. Alright, so we are done there, and we can go check out, hopefully the May 4th in-game reward. I believe there usually is one. I think it's a Zakulian astromech droid, though I'm not entirely positive, so we'll have to see. Once this loads up here, it's kind of taking a while, but that's how it is. And there's this thing which I don't use. I use Shadowplay to record my videos, by the way. If you do have Windows 10, then you can record stuff with the built-in DVR thing you got there. And it's thinking and loading a little bit more. Alright, so as you can see, this is the first time I've logged in since resubscribing, so it gives you kind of a rundown of what's going on. As a subscriber, I can equip all stuff. I get 12 characters by default, and GTN credit cap. Receive cartel coin, 500 cartel coins a month, which is pretty cool, and unlimited access to stuff, so that's cool. Continue. You will get a similar message when you lose your subscription as well. And this is the wrong server. That's for the kind of let's play, figure out how to play Star Wars game thing. But let's hop over here. And let's see, who do you want to hop on? Let's just go on Czar. He should be at the flagship, I think, so load times there are pretty quick for me. Alrighty. And we do have 2 new mail. One of them is just credit spam, and here we have the thank you for being a part of the community, and in honor of the May the 4th, we have a little gift for you. So it is a M416 astromech droid. It's a pet. Got kind of like a gold and black plating there. It's pretty cool, I guess. So there's that. Let's go ahead and you can see I got all my credits back as well. So when you subscribe, anything in your escrow account gets transferred back to your normal credit account thing as well. So now we can apply this, and there he is. He will follow me around like a good little astromech droid, and that's about that. Alright, so hope you enjoyed. Not really a video that applies to a lot of people, but if you are one of those that are thinking about subscribing, then hopefully this helped you make up your mind and kind of know what you're getting into and what you might get. So there's that, and I will see you guys next time.